We look at mobile games all the time, but we don't always look at the AAA titles. Today, I'm bringing you 10 AAA title mobile games that are coming within the next few months. So let's dive into it so you know the ones that you can't miss. The first game on today's list is one that I just had my hands on at Blizzard headquarters. I'm talking about Warcraft Rumble. This one is set to launch on November 3rd globally. It's currently available in Canada and some other regions. The idea behind this game is an old dusty game was found up in the attic, and it came with a whole bunch of mini pieces. They're all from different legions with different abilities. This game plays similar to Clash Royale, but with a lot more strategy, a lot more depth, and a lot more abilities for each of the minis that you use. Depending on what faction you use, you will get different buffs for adding troops to the faction of the hero that you choose. This is going to have both PvP and PvE, and the game is so darn fun, I'm considering starting a new YouTube channel just for Warcraft Rumble. I absolutely love this one. It's so much fun, and I've seen what's going to be coming in the next 6 months as well, and it's gotten me super excited. Assassin's Creed, it's making its way over to mobile as well, and for anyone that doesn't love this stealth game, well, you probably don't love really good video games, because this one has been a standard amazing game for years on console. I'm excited that it's making its way over to mobile as well, because finally we're going to be able to get our hands on it in our pockets, and it's going to have all of the features that we know and love from the previous titles that are on console as well. You could play with stealth gameplay, or you can go ahead and you can play just as an assassin out there, not trying to be stealth at all. You're going to be able to also do those death dives from the top of buildings that the game is kind of known for. Apparently, the game is currently available for testing, but there is no set and announced date for an actual global release just yet. Our favorite shooter, that's right, Valorant, is making its way to mobile as well, and this esports game is extremely popular on console and PC as of right now, and people are very excited that they're gonna be able to play it on their mobile devices. We're supposed to be getting an open style beta in October, December, or January, so it's a little bit loose on when this one is actually going to release, but I do know that when it actually does, it's gonna bring a whole new format for shooters onto mobile. This one having a very strategic, objective-based gameplay that really lends itself well to becoming an esport. And being that esports are getting larger and larger on the mobile scene, I could see this one instantly being considered. I love that you have different abilities with all the different characters inside of the game, and when you assemble your team, you could keep that in mind so you could put together the best of squads with the best of players to give you better chances of pulling in the victories. Valorant Mobile is going to be a massive success. We know that already without even playing the game. Devil May Cry, Peak of Combat. This one's supposed to release on December 2nd, and it's going to be the entire hack and slash style game that we all know and love. With very dark undertones, this game has become a fan favorite from all players that enjoyed it for years and years on console, but now we're having a standalone title on mobile as well that I look forward to enjoying myself. You're going to be taking yourself into a very dark world with tons of different weapons and abilities to take on masses of enemies that get in your way as you try to gain the objective from the game. This one is really a lot of fun. If you're looking for some type of a slashing bullet hell type game, this is going to be a great one for you. Tons of action that's basically non-stop throughout. Resident Evil 4, made by Capcom, is going to be making its way onto mobile as well, and that's going to be happening on December 31st of this year. This game is very hell ridden. You're gonna meet beasts inside of this game that you remember forever, and the combat is pretty fun. It's a little bit more strategic, a little bit less hack and slash, and more make sure you make the right shot at the right time type gameplay, but you probably already know that if you've played the previous renditions of this game in the past. I'm really looking forward to this one, and many people don't realize that it's coming to mobile in addition to consoles and PC as well. so the experience will be able to be had by all. What games are you looking most forward to? If it's been on the list or if it's not, let me know in the comment section below so I can go check it out too. Next up, we have Rainbow Six Mobile, which we can expect on December 31st of this year. And this is another one of those highly objective based, very strategic shooter style games. Now, the difference between this one and Valorant is this one is much more realistic. It's going to use weapons and tech that we have in a more real world in current day. There's not going to be abilities, there's not going to be different types of skills that we know from Valorant, which may be a bigger turn on for other people. It depends on what gameplay style you like. But what we do know is this is a massive game in esports currently, and much like Valorant, could do the same here on mobile as well. Another one that we could look forward to if you're into tactical style shooters that are going to look and play great on mobile. Now, Warframe Mobile is coming as well, and this game has been massive on Steam for years, and I'm looking forward to being able to play it on mobile. The thing is, we have a little bit longer to wait as this one releases on February 20th of 2024, which, to be honest, is not as far along as people think. The issue is we have not seen much from the game yet. Gameplay really hasn't been shared in depth, and we've only seen a couple of interviews with developers that have given us the details that we're looking for. I'm very much looking forward to this game because inside of it, you can choose between different warframes, all with different special mechanics. Inside of the game, you're going to be able to play a very fast and exciting gameplay style that most games don't really harness. This one here is super quick, and you really can look like you really know what you're doing inside of the game with just a tap of a button. It's quite enjoyable, and it makes you feel good with the amount of action that you could dive into. In addition to that, the upgrade mechanics are massive, and you're going to be able to really build out your Warframe to your liking, so you have the perfect build to push you deeper and deeper inside of the game. And the Division Resurgence is also going to be an incredible shooter releasing soon-ish. This one is actually releasing on March 31st of 2024, so a little bit longer to wait for this one. Here you're going to be taken into an abandoned city and have to make your way through it with all of the treacherous enemies that are trying to take you down along the way. The combat inside of the game is going to be fantastic, just like we know and love from previous titles. And the way that the game looks is also going to be something to look forward to. I've never been let down by this title in the past, and I don't anticipate that I'm going to be let down with this one either. Mobile is lucky to be getting the Divergence on its platform, and I'm happy to see it. Warzone Mobile. Let me say that this has been flipping and flopping back and forth on when it's actually going to release, but if you talk to the Warzone community, many people believe that it will be releasing at the end of this year, being 2023. This is probably the title that most gamers are the most excited about coming to mobile, and that's just because of the overall popularity of Call of Duty in general, whether that be on console, PC, or on mobile. For me, I'm always looking for another good Call of Duty game. I absolutely love the franchise and believe that they're going to do a fantastic job taking Warzone to mobile in a new format from what we already know from Call of Duty Mobile. I hope that this one does launch when it's actually being promised by the end of the year, but that is not yet confirmed, as I mentioned, so let's cross our fingers. Next up, we have Clover Mobile, set to release on October 31st, 2023. That's right, this one is coming for you very soon. Here we have a title that has been highly anticipated by the gacha anime community. Here we have turn-based strategy combat that is going to take over the turn-based strategy world. Will it though? I'm not really sure. I know this one is anticipated, but there have been a lot of competition in this genre that has released as of late. Will Clover Mobile be able to take over and really go beyond what the other ones have to offer? This one also has some unique upgrade mechanics different to the genre that many people are most likely going to enjoy, with of course the art style that people already know that they're going to enjoy. Again, this one's coming very soon. I'm looking forward to playing it myself. Dungeon Hunter 6 is releasing on October 14th, and for all of you hack and slash action RPG style gamers, this is one that you're probably gonna like. The whole franchise itself has been around for over 10 years, and it really has been a staple in the action RPG community. So how do you not become a bounty hunter and try the newest and latest rendition of the title? It looks really good. I'm sure this one is going to be a ton of fun, and I know that a lot of people that are into action RPGs are going to be playing it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing for daily top 10 lists.